usually we'd open it now, but we've got a bottle opener.
Yeah. Really took it out.
So we done it beforehand, but we're back again, episode 13. It's been 13, mad one, isn't it?
Unlucky for some.
I know, just
In the amazing Liverpool podcast studios. Thanks to Jacob once again.
so
International Podcast Week, give him a shout out.
So
Give him a follow, everyone. Yeah.
So we're on the handymans, but Jack's doing sober October. So any of you people who are doing it, you're a better man than me, or woman. Sorry.
Jacob.
But yeah, episode 13. We are with the very young band who coming through for Liverpool at the minute. One of my favourite bands in Liverpool, I've got to say as well. So we've got on is
Hence the t-shirt.
which is coming very soon. And look at the back print. But yeah, we're with George Pomford and Nathan Johnson of Monks. How are you today? You good?
Sound. Amazing to be here. Nice one.
Yeah, thank you for coming down.
It's a pleasure to have you on, to be fair.
Boss little setup here, like.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, you got some being bigged up all week, to be fair.
Yeah, everyone who does a podcast through you, I've just seen them giving you
It was International Podcast.
Didn't you know?
Is it podcast week or podcast
Day.
day? Or?
day, but people are shouting, you know.
I don't even know.
Mardi Gras, lad.
But yeah, anyway, it's great having you on, to be fair. Like, at the end of the thought I'd bring it up right now, best way to start is how I got onto you. So it was Sound City, I think it was 2018, it would have been 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we went to see Caballedos. Is it Caballedos? Caballedos?
Caballedos, yeah.
And they were on the Baltic, and we went to see them. Turned up, and you were doing your thing anyway. And I think we only seen like 2 tunes, and you were all like swapping instruments. You're all running around everywhere doing. I went, who are these boys then anyway? And next thing, I think you had Dreamboat out by then, and then progressively since then, I think we've been to most of your gigs, haven't we? Really? So
We went to Spin in the Arts Club.
Yeah.
And I'd heard of us, but I hadn't heard you, do you know what I mean, seniors. And then he just got me a ticket last minute, and then he was like, get on these, lad. And then he just come on, and I was like, wow. And there's nothing better for me when you go to a gig and you don't go to see the support act, and you're like, can't wait to see them, right? Do you know what I mean? So can't wait for you to be out there gigging again.
No, nice one. Well, it was being like 2 years on it, and then it was like our headline, wasn't it? When I first bumped into you. I think
Sound.
Sound,
That was a belter gig, that.
It was like
Damn Sound now, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, shame.
R.I.P. Sound.
Rip Sound. That's
Belter.
well, our favourite venues, definitely.
Belter.
But
In the basement.
Yeah.
Was that your first headline gig then, was it, yeah?
yeah, it was our first headline gig. And that was the mad thing, 'cause like I think I went upstairs, like the chamber outside. And I think you going, any tickets, Dad? And I was like, yeah, come in, lad.
The order of it.
Yeah.
Another funny one, actually, that Spin gig, funny enough, our mate come just for a bevy with us, and we was like, we're going to there's Monks and Spin. He was like, I haven't even got a ticket, me. And everything was sold out, and the next thing you just walk and go. And we're like, there you are, go and run after the film.
Yeah, it was like we were walking to go and sound check, or I think just to go to the event, go for a scan. Just see some Sundar t-shirt and go, do we let on, or do we just like walk past, or like what do we do?
I was in Glasgow last year.
Yeah.
Like 3 a.m. by myself, going to get a drink. I'm stood at the bar, and there's this fella with a prop. I don't know what accent it was. He weren't Scouse anyway. I looked at the top of him. He had the sun-dried top, and I was like, I looked again. I went, this defo wasn't that top. I'm just
losing your mind.
You just in my man this, and I seen him again, and he had it on. I thought I didn't even stop to ask him. Like, should have really like, but one of the questions we wanted to really start off with you as well is like the name Monks. Where did it actually come from?
It was like 2 things, like before like the band even started, like I was writing about Dreamboat, was the first tune I'd done, like in my bedroom. I was speaking to his dad at dinner, I was going, don't want to start a band, what got any names, and he was just saying some awful names, like proper bad names. I'm not going to repeat them, but he said, one of the things he said, curly haired monks, and I was like, oh, like stop it, awful. Then I was thinking about it, and then I think like going to do our gig, we had to give like the name to like the booker who was going to book us on the gig. I was just like Frank Ocean and stuff, and I was like, he's got a song called Monks, and I thought, put it together, proper David Bentley. So then like the name, and then we just stuck from it there, like, so that's how it came about. Like,
you're quite not a new band, but you haven't like, how long he's actually been going for now?
2 years. Getting on now, aren't we?
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years, isn't it?
2
But
years.
you wouldn't think that's like you've seen his live, that he's been playing for 2 years.
Yeah, no, there's an energy there, like a collection.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Nah, it's like it's like you've been doing it for ages. Even your sound, like the sound that comes production-wise, but when you perform, you wouldn't. I didn't know you were that new when I first seen you when he told me. You were probably only together a year at that point.
Yeah.
We all look about 30 as well, don't we?
But it's like the other lads in the band, they're all like
How
really
old are you? Sorry to interrupt.
19.
19, that's it.
19,
Young.
So like the other lads are like they're accomplished like musicians, but me and you are like not too bad, are we? But they're like high level and stuff, like the instruments and like, so
I think that's what makes
they
it
carry us a
good.
bit. Like,
You're a team, aren't you? You're all
That's it, that's
it's
all.
a lion team.
yeah, definitely.
How did you form then? How did it kind of come about?
Well, we had like a mutual mate, didn't we, me and you?
Yeah.
Because you had the band before. I joined the band later, didn't I?
So did you just do meet at uni?
College?
No, but we had like we didn't know each other, did we? It was a weird one. Like I knew
Mutual
of him,
friends.
But
Yeah.
do you like the footy and that? On
First day of college, wasn't it?
As well.
We were signed on to college, and then Nathan bounced up to me and goes, "Oh, like, what's happening?" All that. And then I think the day after, I think you invited me to go to like a pond in the Invisible Wind Factory.
Yeah.
So we went. I mean, met you. We went there, and then that like watching them, they were like big influence. Obviously, the whole Tame Power thing and that.
Yeah.
And we see now we're in the next minute, me and Nathan in the mosh pit, like they're moshing to and then that's where like sort of me and him met.
It's a weird one though, because like we were always like playing footy and that, but at different times. Like when you stopped, I started playing like on
we were
Buckley
kids and
Hill
stuff,
that, like,
yeah.
so I'm surprised we didn't meet each other early. It's a weird one, isn't it?
But yeah, that's what me and Nathan met, and then like the others just being through college and like, mutual
like
friends.
Joe
and
was
stuff.
already in the band, wasn't he, before me?
The
and
trumpet
that's-
and the multi-task man, talented one. Yeah. So like he was in the band before, so like just different lineups and stuff. And then when we done our first proper gig was with the full like lineup what we have today.
When was that? Do you remember where it was?
It was Buyers Club, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Was you there?
That wasn't a proper first. Like the first one was Sound Basement's headline, wasn't it?
In like January of 2018, and then like we headlined it again in November, and that's when like met you and that. But so,
Any
like,
tickets, lad?
that's what it was. Like, any tickets, and that's it.
Sick, that.
So that's the story. Yeah, that's it basically. Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah.
Belter. Can't believe he's only been gone for 2 years, you know, it's mad.
I can't see.
Feels like longer, doesn't it? Like,
Does it feel longer, does it? Yeah.
I think with the whole like when lockdown happened, it was like not that it was like a break from it, but it was just like there's no one else do anything. We can have a little chill now and just like write some stuff and just like because it's been like 2 years, gigs, sell
Just, like,
tickets,
constant, innit?
record gigs,
Like
and
no
then
time, just like reflect on what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it seems longer for me, because I've sat and been like, 2 years ago since we released
Never,
that.
since you
Like-
started, have you had any time to reflect on it and look back and go, oh yeah,
Not-
this is like
not since like
Because we just
lockdown.
always
Really.
think about like next gig or the next tune we're gonna release or whatever, innit?
So
Yeah.
you're just planning for that far ahead, and then like 3 months ahead for the gigs, and then you're gigging, and then is that how it works? Is it?
So
Basically,
yeah, because we had that tour and everything, didn't we? In,
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
at the end
gonna
of the year, yeah.
That was a laugh. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
was good.
Where did you go? You went London,
Sheffield, wasn't it?
Sheffield.
Birmingham.
Birmingham and Manchester. It was like a mixed tour. It was like he expected to play in front of no one,
Yeah.
and me half fellas drove us round and the uncle's minivan.
Joey Pommy.
Joey Pong lads, but it's just got some good stuff, like good laughs and stuff.
Like the David Brent moments.
Yeah, it's like some bits are really good, and then like it's like we played London, and like London was like in front of like 100 people, which is mad. Like we were like, whoa.
You
It's like,
expected, you weren't expecting much there. Like.
yeah, and it was crazy, and it was like there's boss laughing, there's a boss crowd and everything and stuff.
Brixton Windmill, wasn't it? That's
Yeah.
a venue that like for it's like the only thing I could compare it to is like Zanzibar, you know, like
But
just
in
has like
London,
that
Like an
grass-
intimate vibe,
like that
like, yeah.
grassroots kind of
Yeah.
thing where you know like people just go down and just
See
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
But it's in London, it's mad because like every night of the week they have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday throughout the week.
Yeah, it's mad.
They
isn't
just
it?
go to gigs and
Yeah,
stuff all the
yeah.
time. Whereas Liverpool sort of like
Weekend thing, innit?
Yeah.
Or if it's a
weekend
midweek
thing,
one, it's
or like Thursday or Friday.
Louis said that when we were in the Cheap Thrills gaff. He said it was like we play on a Wednesday in London, and you're like, do go to the pub, no one's there, go and get a scran, come back, and it's full.
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah,
go
yeah.
home, it's a Wednesday night.
That's-
Why are Why are you out on a school night? Yeah. That's boss though. That's especially if you're gigging through the weekend that or whatever.
It's belter, innit? Like,
So yeah, we've
that's
done
pretty much what it was like, wasn't it? We went for pizza or something, didn't we? And then came back and it was like,
yeah, there's some scouser like he was there. I don't know, and he was like, we had like a Don't Buy the Sun like Lost Art sticker on our keyboard, and after we finished, some scouts just like bevy just go, right, Don't Buy the Sun, you're just sick and all, just pointing at it.
My
And I'd be
mates were
like,
there. I'm pretty sure it's probably one
Bobby,
of
your
them.
mates. That's what it was. Probably was one of your mates actually.
It's the one outside saying any tickets.
Yeah, and then like so that was Boston, and like the day after, we went to like Birmingham or Sheffield, and it was just like
So
20
half
people.
of was on tour with you, yeah?
Yeah,
That's sick.
yeah.
But he was loving it. He was loving it more than you, probably. Mate.
Probably.
Yeah.
He was dead conscious going, he was like, we haven't scranned. He was like, I'm going to go for a walk, because he didn't want to like encroach on it and gag in. I was like, no, that'd sound, but he like kept walking through little walks, not like think he was like in a movie or something.
Tour manager.
Tour manager, yeah.
Next door, is he going to drive the buses in? And
I don't know if he gets time off work. Like, he's on the Merseyrail, my half fella,
is
so
he?
that's
Yeah.
right. So if you can get like time off with like what's going on. But tour manager slash bouncer.
Scary,
That's what it
little
is.
gig that.
That's
Sort of manager and bouncer.
Yeah.
Man doing that myself.
Yeah.
That's
Just
a belt of that.
to smash heads, and if anyone's giving cheek and that, just
So the singles you've had, like you have released currently at the moment, you on, is it 6 you've done or 5?
6, I think it is, isn't it?
6.
I think it is 6, yeah.
6.
I just talk me, you know. It's
Yeah.
like,
You know what, I've always said Sunrise is my favourite tune, but like obviously the Meet Up Avenues on, I've had Why Does Everybody Look the Same on loads recently.
yeah.
When it just comes into the chorus with the trumpet, it's
The
just
trumpet, lad. I love something
live,
different.
live it's even better live when
Yeah.
you see it like
Nice.
Yeah, I think whenever like Joe plays live, like everyone goes to it.
Yeah,
and
they
that's,
love
like,
love
It's
them,
just
don't
different,
they?
innit? Like, unexpected
Yeah,
as well, I think.
That's what we want it to be, though. Like, not just like a standard band, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why we got the trumpet in the first place,
Yeah.
I think. So
And then it's like
Just to do-
we don't like rely on it as well. Though, like
No,
just
yeah,
as a
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
going like
'cause-
as a whole.
you can't too
Sound.
much, can't you? Just everything's around the trumpet.
Yeah.
It gets a bit like cringy, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But that's
yeah.
it's good how much like I even think your sound has developed so much as well from like Sundry towards was the last one called or was it?
Yeah. Cool.
It's like a very psychedelic, you know, and I noticed that with the gigs that
Yeah.
we've been to as well. Like obviously the first one we went to in Sound Basement was just a proper free for all, like it was literally
I know.
bouncing in there.
yeah. It's
I think you should look at each other and was like that.
No, yeah,
Literally-
that must have been like one of the first gigs we had any mosh pits or anything to it.
our own like shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we were looking like cause it's hard to try and be cool when like it's just like you're like whoa we're looking like laughing going oh, this is boss
Yeah.
and then like
I
try and
still
be more
do now, though. That's
You
it.
still-
I always think like when I was 15, I was going to watch bands like this, and I just like one of them like jumping. That's so. It's just
now I'm trying to be cool like just like stare down the crowd and I look to him right and Nathan's like
I just love it though. Like,
Got to give and take, innit, lad? If you're having a good time, other people have a good time.
Because I just always thought like I'd love to be on stage like doing that, you know, like and have people
Yeah.
jumping to like the tunes and then you finally get to do that. And we're not even like selling out massive venues or anything, are we? Like we're still
but we're
playing
just happy
small.
with what
I just
Yeah,
love it, me
spot
though.
on.
Like people are into the tunes and that makes me proper happy.
It must be it must be a boss feeling to be on stage and have someone singing tunes you've wrote and like knowing you. That's
yeah it's cool like I know it's mad when we're talking about it now like I don't think about it and now I'm talking about yeah this
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it
You
is
haven't
West,
done it.
like-
You haven't done it for ages as well.
yeah,
Do you know what I
you
mean?
forget, it's
So
mad,
long,
yeah. Like it's we've just been writing loads of stuff like for lockdown and stuff, but well, it's about the sound and that. Like, the whole sound's like not changed a bit, say more like a disco psych
We're trying to
vibe.
get
Like,
more like it because as you said, it's going like everywhere
It is,
in it, so
yeah.
we want to compress it more to like one thing, you know.
yeah,
Because so it's I don't know. So we've got a sound rather than a psych band that plays poppy songs. You know? It's like mad.
No,
innit?
no,
like,
completely what you mean, but like
But it's
Yeah.
good. Sorry, but it's good because you're only new, so you're still
No,
experimenting,
yeah,
still finding your
defo.
sound. That boss.
Oh yeah.
there's been times where like the last 2 years where we could have like not like we could have signed stuff, but we could have like went different ways and stuff.
Oh
for,
yeah,
like
definitely. Like people that told us go more psych and do the whole psych thing, but
but
we
I
never
think it's
really
good
wanted
that
to do that. Did we?
Yeah.
So we were like, just do whatever. Like
it's good that we haven't had signed anything or signed any
yeah.
deals or anything because we've had this time to like develop.
Work
Even though
on
it
the
sounds
sound,
a bit
yeah.
cringy, but
No.
develop a bit, you know, and just
Yeah.
like try different tunes and like because I think all our tunes are a bit different in the
No,
sense
they
of like
100%.
But they're all fantastic as well. So like,
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like you're trying stuff and that's not working. It's like you're trying it. Oh, that works. Spoil
Yeah.
for choice, boys. It's a good position to be in. You're not limited, yeah.
Oh, thanks very much.
And because you've got like, you're all, you don't think you're a talent, but you are. But like, as a band, you're all very talented. You can do that. You can just change the sound of the song. Like Corduroy, for example. Is it Corduroy? Tempranillo, even, sorry.
yeah.
When the sort of
Changes.
breakdown comes, it just changes completely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
when you've got like that ability and sort of the connection you have between each other is just amazing as well.
Yeah,
Well-
that's like a lot of props like with stuff like that. Is like we recorded with Rob in Liverpool, Rob Whiteley,
sick, innit? Yeah.
and he's recorded like he's like night cafes manager
Yeah.
and stuff, and he's recorded them and stuff. But he was like a massive help when like first
Oh, yeah,
started in the
definitely was,
recording
yeah.
sense, like
Yeah.
with the sound. He like he won't like he won't like take over the session, be like, oh, what,
No,
do
yeah,
this, do
that's
that. He'll just like
Yeah.
try and get our ideas down,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
great for that. And so that like that's like a lot like props to him.
No,
do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
definitely.
But looking on your releases as well recently, I noticed that you've been played on Radio 1. You, Stevens, give
Yeah,
Tempranillo
that's
a play.
that.
We've had
Yeah.
a couple of ones of them, haven't we?
On Radio 1, have you, yeah?
Well,
great.
I say, when was that Blossoms one? That must have been a time ago. That.
Yeah.
What did he do? Like,
I'm still living off that Blossoms. About 10 years ago.
What did Blossom play of you? Did he play a few of them just up?
They bought Dream, but they like because he went on Hugh Stevens for like a BBC introducing thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, but it's a Radio 1 BBC introducing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he invites like a guest on to talk, like a big band, and our mates goes in the studio with them and stuff. So like he just showed them our tunes and that, and they were like, oh, like they must have liked them because he picked
Played
us
with them
out.
next week.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
Dreamboat, like, which is like 5.5 minutes, like on Radio 1. Not bad, is it? For the royalties.
Royalties just ticking down the time. Going, how long's this song?
Where's the radio ended up to?
Yeah, but then we got enough ones, didn't we? But I think that Blossoms one was about a year ago when I think about it.
Was
Like,
Tempranillo like Hugh Stevens on his own? Just
Yeah, I think it was like
I think someone else came on, didn't it?
someone else.
Yeah, like
I don't know how it works. I
Yeah,
think BBC introducing like they have like artists like
yeah.
you submit your track, don't you?
Mhm, yeah,
And then
yeah.
like he had an artist on, and I think he like picked a song from each region, each like so
Mhm, it
BBC
must be
Merside,
something
and
like
yeah, oh
that,
yeah.
and he picked ours and stuff, and but his boss, because at the time like for lockdown you have like self-doubt and stuff, like you
Yeah.
overthink stuff because nothing's happening. You go,
No.
like I was going, like nothing's happening and stuff, like struggling for like content with the band and stuff, and then stuff like that happens, it's just like your confidence goes back
Yeah.
up again. It's great, you know, it's boss like, so
Oh,
I was made up when that happened, and
Boss.
Hugh Stevens like
Yeah.
listen to him all the
Even
time,
just
so.
telling your nan in it as well, like.
On the radio, me.
I was telling my mates, I was on Radio 1, work and stuff, and
Isn't it? Everyone thinks like, oh, Radio
sounds
1
proper big
belts,
time, and that,
it
you
does,
know,
doesn't
like
it?
proper.
Yeah, like even if you don't listen to the radio, you'll know Radio 1, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all.
and
Boss.
even like people who are into music, like say if you got like family or something,
Oh yeah, that's it.
like your aunties or
Like,
uncles
oh,
or
being on the
whatever,
radio.
they're on Radio 1, like,
I haven't listened to the radio in years.
so yeah, that was boss, that's boss Radio
Yeah.
1, it's good stuff. And that's all like Dave Monk, say if you ask any band in Liverpool, like they all
Yeah.
love Dave Monk because
Yeah.
he supports
Yeah,
like
No, yeah, he's belted, isn't he? So,
boss.
yeah.
I think he's got a lot to do as well, like, so he's boss.
Boss.
Good
But
stuff.
one thing I love about your sound that we were talking about it before, it's like it's unique within the city. It's got that scouse sound, but it's not like it's unique to what else is going on. You know what I mean? It's not just like it's not just generic. It's so unique and vast, which is amazing. That's why obviously you said like that they got picked up from BBC Radio 1 for
Yeah.
which is
That's
amazing,
cool.
really.
I think we are conscious of like what's going on around us, like in the scene, but like the scene in Liverpool's like it's got so big like the last few years.
No,
From
yeah.
when we started, like there's still loads of boss bands, and now there's so many like boss bands
Yeah.
from Liverpool come up. So it's good, it's great, it's good competition as well,
No, yeah,
and it's like, and so if for you to say that we're a bit different, that's cool.
No, yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's good because because there's that many people in Liverpool like doing different things, it makes everyone think like, oh, how do we be different, how do we be better, so
Yeah.
then everyone's better, it brings everyone up.
No,
I
yeah.
think rather than like competing, it just makes everyone
No,
even
yeah.
better as a band or a musician or an
No, you're
artist.
spot on. That's
It's not like, it's not competitive, I don't think, do you know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
there's like, I'd go and see 5 bands from Liverpool if they were all good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It doesn't.
yeah.
I'm not going to support like one band. Do you know what I mean? So if you're all good, I'll come see you all. It's boss that. It's a bell to being from Liverpool with musically in it, like just.
No, yeah. It's one of the best. Obviously, we don't know many other scenes, do we? But I think like it's one of the best going.
Heritage, and
Yeah, it's
the Beatles and stuff and all that, you know.
Yeah, there's definitely something in the water, isn't there?
There is,
Yeah.
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know where it's meant to be a good scene? The Cheap Thrills told, well, Terry from the Cheap Thrills said, Bristol. Bristol and
We haven't
Brighton.
played there,
I've
but
heard Farah from Brighton, and they told me that.
Brit-
They're from Brighton.
No, Brighton and
They-
Bristol are
Oh,
good
yeah.
scenes, yeah, both of them. Who's from Brighton, did you
The
say?
band called Fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And,
Magic Gang are from Brighton, I think, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
South
yeah.
Coast somewhere, yeah.
So that's apparently a good scene, I've heard as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Well, our drummer, his cousin's like in a band in Bristol, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
Sapphire Blues,
Sapphire
like-
Blues, yeah.
Callie, our drummer, his cousin's just like this, sound like some of the song like King Cruel, like that vibe. And I love it, but it's
No,
defo
it's
checked
decent,
them out.
innit?
But
Yeah.
they're from
Sapphire
Bristol and
Blues,
stuff,
yeah.
so we should defo try and get a gig. Well, it went possible. I think it's all
Yeah,
different, but
yeah, it
now
is,
it's
yeah.
just like,
Oh, yeah.
but I think everyone's in the same boat though, you know, like
That's
with
it,
everything,
it's
not just
difficult, isn't it?
music, but like theatre, dance,
But
and
it's nice at
everything.
the same time for like some artists don't really get they don't get the time off like with like family and like
No,
Production
like,
and that, and just like creating, do you know what I mean?
they have creative time, don't get me wrong, and there might be a long time between albums and that, but the tour and it's not doing that it's nice to
Yeah.
just like for people to have a time, like the amount of good music when they get through after lockdown, like when
I
this all
know,
comes
yeah.
down,
Yeah.
people like been saving this for
Yeah.
about
Well, even like Blossom's doing them lockdown sessions and that, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I was like, whoa, they would never have
You've done a
to do
sick
anything
one,
like that. Yeah,
It
you
was
did
you-
do a sick one,
A
yeah.
bit budget DIY.
Sick.
I think
It was
Boston's had
sick.
like professional sound engineers like mixing it.
we were just in a garden in Liverland.
Loads of bands done it.
I told you where you want to be though.
Yeah, that was sick that I've seen that. Caro's done one as well, did you see the one
Yeah,
they done?
yeah.
That was sick. Was it hard to do that? Like, because it's different, do you know what I mean? Like, was it,
Because we're doing everything, because we had to record it ourselves,
yeah.
do all the stuff, and then I had to like edit it and stuff. We didn't like have anyone. We just did that ourselves, so it was a bit time consuming, wasn't
Yeah.
Had loads of time.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky enough we had the time for it.
But I had to re-record all the tracks and stuff. Like, I just thought, we could just like mime over. I was like, no, you can't. You gotta
No, yeah, you
re-record
gotta
it all and stuff. And but I found quite hard because I'm bad to like tech stuff. Mate.
Oh, yeah.
You're better than me.
I am,
and
you know
stuff,
what,
so-
bro, I've noticed how bad I am
Yeah.
recently. Like,
Yeah.
we do the
Shocking,
Instagram
lad.
together and like, mainly Jack does it, and like, when he's like, do you mind doing this? I'm like, sat there with me
Gotta send them a template, just delete that text like that.
with glasses at the end of my nose, one finger out like that.
I think that's me with emails. Like when we do like band emails and stuff.
Do
Like
you miss them? I miss emails all the time, me. I just think
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't see that.
off uni, like I do all the time. But like I think with bands, I just like spelling mistakes. So I always
no
send it to you.
email etiquette, and I'll be like,
I just let them do.
Sounds, just reply.
Like DSL, man, just WhatsApp them.
just like sounds.
Have you ever worked in an office?
No.
No, have you ever worked in an office?
No,
Where'd you
no.
get email etiquette from then, lad? You just...
No, my mum taught me.
Yeah, well, until I worked in an office, I just used to reply like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah, like,
But then, hi, hope you're well today.
Kind regards and all that.
Kind
Yeah, I'm shocked and stuff like that, mate. But
But like, through
But,
lockdown,
yeah.
obviously you said you've had a lot of time to sort of think of tunes. What like,
What can we
what's been
expect
in the
from you?
pipeline, sort of, what can we expect from you, sort of, coming up after lockdown, sort of thing?
What can you say?
like we're working on like an EP and stuff, and
Boss.
we're trying to like get a disco. So, like I keep our sound so you can tell it's still us,
Yeah.
but then like
How would you categorise your sound, or do you not? Are you still experimenting, would you say?
still experiment? But people like ask like what would you say your sound is, and I just
Scouse.
like
Just
yeah,
just sound. Just
yeah.
boss.
I ended up saying indie because it's easier just to
No,
bracket
yeah,
as indie,
yeah.
but like
We got in that Dream Pop playlist on Spotify, so
yeah?
I think,
Did you? Yeah,
like,
boss
if
that.
they want to categorise us as Dream
It is.
Pop, I'll take that.
Yeah, the first few were quite dreamy, weren't
Oh,
they?
Yeah, do it, yeah.
And then, let's say, Corduroy Tempranillo.
I think anything just gets labelled Dream Pop, get like reverb on a guitar, it's like that's Dream Pop, innit?
yeah. But like I've definitely I've been listening to a lot of like disco and stuff.
Like all the old records we got into, didn't we?
Yeah, and like a lot of like Motowns. I mean, like Northern Soul and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you do good Northern Soul dance there.
Yeah.
But
It's not very good.
Move the
like-
table.
That's kind of, well, no, but like listen to all that stuff, like the drum beats, just like a driving drum beat and stuff, and like
Fall to the floor, though.
yeah. So some of the like new stuff's like a bit more dancey, like which I can't wait to
Have
do
you ever
live and
listened
stuff.
to like, well, William on your board. You know who William on your board is?
No.
No, you'll love him, right? Get on him.
I'll have to
We
check him out.
talked about it on episode
Episode 5 or
with
6. That was their album of the week. It's like Afro psychedelic.
Yeah,
like
right, yeah,
that's like a
sounds
genre
sick.
in itself. But this William on your board is like a mysterious fella. No one knew how he was making music. It's all like electronic dance music, but in the 60s, 70s, and like how
it's like,
they have
like
been.
that like Nigerian disco. Have you ever
Yeah,
it
that's what he is,
That's
Nigerian.
He's
It's
part
Nigerian,
of that,
yeah.
he's part of that, but like
There's a documentary that goes
he's
with
not,
it.
like,
He's
he
all-
didn't really
I'll
want to
have
be.
to watch
He
that.
didn't really want to be big. He was making music and like he's never
for
done
God.
Oh, yeah.
He's never done a
Serious shit, that like, you can't fuck around with that, like.
No, people, he got asked to be interviewed and he's like, why would I want to talk about anything else but God? But he's made some of the most unbelievable music. It's mad, isn't it? It's just...
It is.
He'll be
Never
on like
done-
Jules Holland him or something.
No,
like that.
he doesn't give interviews about music, doesn't speak about music.
Oh,
He
really?
just-
on your radio, he's not been on the Minerva podcast yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Get him on the
podcast. He's all definitely like him now.
Get him on with the cross in the middle of the thing. And that. Get the Bible out and
I
that.
have to get him fucking put in by flew in from Nigeria. Like. It's funny, there's a documentary that I'll send you after. It's only half an hour long. It's on YouTube. I can't remember who done it.
Yeah.
It's Vice, isn't it? It's not Vice.
It is, it's
Vice
noisy.
one's a boss.
It's noisy. Yeah,
By Vice.
They're boss them hard. They,
And,
Is it noisy by Vice? Is that right? Am I
Oh,
right?
I don't know, me. I'm just agreeing with you, lads.
Still want an argument? Lad, it's both.
It's funny though because he's tracking down and like this fella, they go and see this fella. He's like, "Oh, I spoke to William last week. Do you want his number?"
Yeah.
And like
People know him in Nigeria, but like
Sounds
don't
like-
realise how. Like I think they do realise how big he is, but
He was like in the end he was like I think he got interviewed in the end they brought out a compilation album of his in like 2014 and they rang him up about it and was like, "Can we do it?" And that and he was like, Biggie basically said you can, but yeah.
But no one knew where he was
Like,
getting his
that was
money
it.
from because he had some of the most high end production stuff in the 70s, production gear. But like there was like stories that he was in Russia and being funded by the mob and stuff because he went to Russia to art school. It's honestly he's a mad fella, but like his music's unbelievable. Some of his tunes are like 12 minutes long. It's mad, you know, and it's just like
What's the name again?
I'll send you a link. And
There's
it's
a picture of him which is hilarious and it's him just like that. And he's got about 12 synths.
yeah, and it's just like that. And it's just like it's all loops and like rolling drum beats and that, but like well
It's quite
before it was like
dancing, like,
popular.
usually,
You'll be into
Hey,
it.
watch the next Monk stuff. There's going to be all this.
That's sick.
That sounds boss. I'll definitely check that out. That
Boss.
sounds like on my street. That like.
Just when they thought they fucking were finding the sound, we throw something else at them. Take that.
Dream pop Nigerian.
Catch you on the Afro Nigerian Dream Pop playlist next week, yeah.
But like sort of like what's been sort of would you say your biggest inspirations towards like starting a band and the sound that you have today?
I don't know, because like no one in my family plays music or anything. Like no one. Normally people say that our fella plays guitar or something. But
Nah, even man. Like my brother was playing guitar. Like that's how I got into it. But my dad's always been like a big muser. Like and he like Stone Roses and that.
Yeah.
big audio dynamite and stuff.
I remember
That's
you used to
all
like a little Q&A on Instagram. I don't know why it's stuck on my brain, but it was like somebody put what's your biggest inspiration, and it was like you replied one each. You just put Tame Impala, Tame Impala, Tame Impala, Tame Impala, Tame Impala.
I get from listening to you, it's the very like the Australian like psych type of influence. Do you know what I mean?
We were
Like,
really into that though, weren't we, when we first started? Like,
Yeah, so
I think
definitely.
we've
I think
sort
the
of
best
moved
music in the
on
world
from
comes from Australia.
yeah,
Isn't it?
definitely.
I do believe that.
Every new band, like it seems to me, like every new band they go on Spotify and go, that's a boss tune, it's where they from?
Australia, yeah.
Melbourne, Australia, or Perth or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's just mad. Like
Spotify.
obviously, like big ones like Tame Impala, like King Gizzard and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Parcels.
That was a good night that we went to see King Gizzard in Manchester. What story didn't someone?
Theo got guest list or something, didn't he? Of King
Yeah,
Gizzard?
he got like scammed on this online, like that Joe, our keyboard player, got scammed, and then he just messaged him on Facebook, King Gizzard, and he just went, "Yeah, you're on guest list."
Liverpool song, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we've I think what song we recorded that day.
I think it might have been Dreamboat, you know, or Sunderland.
What you've recorded?
We
them
recorded
after
that day in
Yeah.
Liverpool, and then we were going to Manchester to watch King Gizzard.
Yeah.
And then I was just done in when we got there, but I remember you and Joe went off into like the mosh pit and stuff. Like next to me, I'm looking, where's Nathan gone? You see Nathan on shoulders, crowd, I'm not messing, crowd surfing over the barrier, and he's just getting carried.
That's sick.
And then the security's dragging him and see him, and I'm just like crying my eyes out, laughing my head off. And then oh, it's just like so funny. Like,
That's boss, that.
just seeing the distance, Nathan, like just got like crowds. Like,
Mad that one, it though.
back in the day,
Yeah.
that was like.
I
good
love them
times.
gigs back in the day. I remember one of my earliest memories of a gig I went to was the Vaccines actually,
Yeah.
and they were in the Empress Ballroom in Manchester, in Blackpool. Sorry, have you been?
What's Tame Impala there? Yeah.
Oh, you see Tame Impala there. The floor's bouncy in it. You're on it. You can literally jump
Mad,
up.
yeah.
But we were getting right in the mosh pit, and oh my god. I remember coming out, we couldn't take my top was sticking to me that much.
They're the best, them nights.
I was
Ah,
literally,
yeah,
it was so good that night.
I think I'm
Yeah.
too old for mosh pits
I
now.
know, I think I am.
I
Really,
was
like,
at tempt to go and like, get
Yeah.
in or not, and I go,
Wanna
no,
be
but it's
too
Do you know what, funny enough at
too
your gig,
tall.
we were stood at the back like, with our red stripes, just like, a bit old for these mosh pits now, and then in the end, one of our mates just went, fucking I just get in. So we all just jumped in.
yeah.
I think my mum was on like the back bench. I think it's the video. I think it's all used at the back, just like in the mosh pit. That's boss, yeah. I think he's talking about gigs now. I'm just like,
Nah,
Can't
I'd
wait
get
to.
in a mosh pit now if we could have gigs. Like,
yeah, no, we've been on for so long, and
I know
that.
it's
Everyone will be in the mosh pit straight away.
Yeah.
It's like when you get older, though, like, you stand at gigs and you're like, you want to like hear it. At the same time, you want to hear everything, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And watch them and see it. I'm stuck there like
Yeah.
that, proper like, not saying a word when I see people live now, do you know what I mean?
I think
It's
as
been
you
a
get
while since I
older-
have, like,
yeah.
As you get older and you appreciate music more, you're not just going to get pissed and dancing in
Yeah,
a mosh pit,
yeah,
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? It is good. Sometimes a mosh pit's
No,
good
yeah,
for, do you
yeah.
know what I mean? In the moment.
Different bands in it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like some bands, like I think the Vaccines, you've got to just do that,
Yeah.
haven't you? Like, because that's the type of music.
made for
Everything's
that,
just
innit? Like-
quick in it.
what's the biggest mosh pit you've seen or been involved in, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Anything that stick to your mind?
The
I remember
King
one
Gizzard's one when he's
I
like,
remember
King
one
Gizzard.
Leeds
King
at Chasing
Gizzard was
Status. I went to Leeds Fest a few years ago and Chasing Status was on, and everyone went in the circle, and oh my god, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not getting in there.
Yeah,
Come on.
Come on with your nose over here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
That King Gizzard one was scatty, I don't remember. Like, they had like a, before the encore, they did like a countdown. And like everyone was like going to the bar, going to the bar, and it was like a mosh pit to get to the bar. It was just like that busy.
yeah, because like they
had-
they have that album, it's like the microtonal thing where like
Yeah.
all the albums in a different tune.
Yeah.
So obviously you gotta get like the other guitars, like so they're like a 45-minute set of like
yeah.
of that, and then
The
and
album, the full
of
album,
like
yeah.
the full album, and then he paused it, 15-minute countdown.
Yeah.
So everyone's just turned around, ran to the bar. Like, it was like,
Yeah, it was
imagine that with
scatty
COVID
one.
now, lad. It just, like, it was just mad. But that was in
Scatty,
the Manchester.
Academy. That
What
was
number?
the,
I get
the main
confused.
room. That was the main
was it?
room.
Yeah.
Because that
There's
thing.
three, isn't it? I think there's three.
Yeah,
That
we
was
were
the
meant to be
main-
playing the, what was it, 2, was
The
it?
Delights
With
of
Fuzzy
that, yeah.
Sun.
Fuzzy
Oh,
Sun.
That's it. There's like you supported some big bands as well and been meant to be supporting. Like there was Delights, Fuzzy Sun,
Yeah.
Spin. You done Spin as well, didn't you?
Don't like Cafe.
Like
Like
Cafe,
Cafe,
yeah. Next year in the Olympia, that'd be a great gig. That.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's been a long time.
Any tickets,
coming.
bro?
It's like that gig's been such a long time
Yeah.
coming, has it? Like,
It'd be bosses play the Olympia as well, because
Yeah.
like,
big gaff that, like, innit? Like,
Yeah.
What a venue.
no, yeah.
I think we're like first on, so I reckon it'll be like dead quiet, but
No,
we're not bothered.
Just playing the Olympia, lad.
We be going the gig anyway, so we just
Yeah.
get to go for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At the time I was going the gig, then I heard you were on, I was like, sign me up.
Yeah.
Our boss lads, like everyone would be supported, like
No,
from like Spin to like for Sun Tonight Cafe, like every band.
Everyone's been sound, haven't they?
Everyone's been
That's-
overly nice and just like
Yeah.
it's just been bosses like that. I think that's with the scene and stuff. Like everyone's just
Yeah.
sound on.
It's been like, because like everyone's not being in your position, but like being a bit younger, getting into the scene and like making music, so it's rewarding it to pass on experience and that to yourself.
Yeah, we've been dead lucky with like the sports shows, like super lucky. Like
Oh, yeah.
we've just been like the right place, right time with the shows, and it's been massive
Like
for us.
Spin, innit? Like Spin have done us like massive favours getting on those shows with them, because
I think that's how we do. We do like
Yeah.
a Spin support, and then we do a headline after. So we don't we,
Yeah.
like we try to do it so like we get like more
the few
tickets.
of the audience, yeah.
And it's worked and it's been great. So just need to get back to it now.
Yeah,
lads.
Yeah, can't wait, mate.
Nah,
Cannot
that's
wait.
I can't wait for this EP. You know how many tracks is it going to be? Have you got that?
It's all wrote and like it's like I've demoed it all in my room and stuff. It's just like when can we get back
it's getting
to
like in the band form, innit? And then taking it to the studio.
yeah, because that's like
Yeah.
the writing process for us would be like I'd write like the demo, and then I'd take it to the band like practice like room, and then everyone would add their own bit to like Nathan has his own like guitar like lead if it's needed and stuff, and Joe would add some like chords and stuff, and then, so and that's how it like works and stuff.
I
So
want to give a shout out. It was meant to be before to your drummer. Your drummer is amazing.
Oh, Cali, yeah.
He is so
Belted,
good.
innit?
The
Yeah.
energy he has, and just
yeah.
I don't know. Does he play left-handed or a right-handed kit, or
Yeah, he's a lefty, innit? So he play open
that's what Ringo
handed.
used to do, didn't he? And you get better sound, don't you? And the fills are easy to do.
Yeah, he's super lucky to have
It
him.
looks like it with him, I think, but I don't know. I don't think I can play those fills.
Like, his arms move as quick as you know,
Nah.
honest to God.
You just see him
Mad,
bouncing
innit?
around Smith down every like, everyone says, I've seen your drum on Smith down. That's big drum kit and that like going into practice or whatever. He's just
6'8" as well, innit?
yeah,
Like,
you
so,
can't miss him like, but he's
Yeah.
just like he's like super.
Nah, he's just like,
talented,
if you see him on stage, like he looks like a mad kid, but he's like the most
Proper,
calm
yeah.
person.
He looks like he's on drugs or
Yeah.
something. He's playing.
Yeah, but he's just
But
like,
he's
calm, innit? Like
The most sober one, I think.
like before,
Yeah, he's the
before we
most
play, he's
sober one. He
only
looks the
one
maddest.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But he's I think he's like, it's like, it helps the sound, like drums massively.
No,
like,
that was mad.
the
When we
beat and
got him in, like his driving force.
it changed
behind
everything,
it, yeah.
definitely
The
massively.
energy and it, like,
It just like, just the way he plays, like it just drives it, doesn't it?
Best drum in Liverpool, we say. Controversy.
He's very good.
He is very good, very, very good.
He is very honest.
I know a few drummers though, so I can't agree with that statement. For those watching, but he is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Probably the best.
Probably the best.
Nice class.
Probably the best in your band.
Yeah.
Probably is.
What's that Beatles thing?
No, I
where
mean the
he
best
goes-
drummer.
Say the like when they say Ringo.
Oh, they say
best drummer in the
yeah,
Beatles.
It's a mad shout, that isn't it?
Some of the Beatles coach the boss, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, did you find the benefit? Well, we just stayed left it the whole way. It's just so-
Bastard.
What's like some of the quotes and stuff.
Do you know what I love of the Beatles? That picture of John Lennon where he's sniffing a glass bottle of coke. It's just like that.
Some of the stuff he used to do back in the day, like with the 2020, that he'd be cancelled so many times.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
with Twitter and all that, he'd get
I know.
cancelled, wouldn't he? Like so many
Yeah,
times.
there'd be no Beatles now, would there?
Nah, there
Yeah.
wouldn't. Do you know what my mate said to me? Do you know the conspiracy about Paul McCartney dying and
We
like
talked
being...
about
We
it
saw
before.
that.
He said that before, you know.
He look like he can't go anywhere without talking about it. But that conspiracy theory anyway, my mate said...
Icebreaker.
Yeah, it is a good icebreaker. But my mate said to me, what made me think about that was, he was like, just think about it though, lad. Because like if you play the tune backwards, like it says, get him out the car, whatever.
Yeah, he was saying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
before.
And my mate was like,
Yeah.
but lad, they were 4 lads from Liverpool who knew people were saying something as like a theory, so they were like obviously just going to play up to it on the
Oh,
wind
yeah,
up, and I was like,
it's fine.
yeah,
It's gone.
they're gonna,
Yeah,
yeah, do you know what we need
just
to
send
do?
them
Wind
to
people up, like this, they
Yeah.
were so funny.
Yeah.
You forget, don't you? Like they're just like bigger than life.
But that's like the
figure,
first.
aren't
That's
they?
the first thing though of that happening, innit? Like if someone does it now, playing something backwards on a record, it's just like
I think Beyonce
you
did it or
just throw,
something.
Yeah.
just throw it backwards.
Jay-Z or
just throw
something,
it
innit?
backwards in Logic, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
but imagine like all the tape stuff and everything they'd have to do.
But I always have to remember,
Not
like,
too, innit?
they were just young Scouse lads,
Scouse
living the
lads,
life,
yeah.
obviously thinking, let's have a wind up here,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, they were, obviously.
That's probably Johnny. That was his humour.
Yeah.
Like, but,
Yeah.
like you forget that there's 4 Scousers just like
Yeah.
smashed
You
it.
just
didn't
don't know what's going on. Like, it's like, whoa.
They just smashed
boss,
it, didn't they?
innit?
That?
Yeah.
Smashed it. Like, and some people say it's too much of like a big shadow over Liverpool, like with the bands, because like who comes after the Beatles from Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? Like, because loads of it's like the thing saying not many bands are from Liverpool apart from like say the Bunnymen, the Lars,
Yeah.
but it's not been like since then like
Not huge, like not like
Not
as big
huge,
as
not
I don't think
Yeah.
anyone can be that big though.
exactly.
Can they?
But
'Cause
that's
you're
like the thing.
yeah.
It's like blessed like
It's
the-
like a whole shadow over like everywhere though, innit? Because I don't think anyone's going to be as big as the Beatles
We're the
are.
best band ever, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That
It's
wouldn't,
biased,
I wouldn't, that
like,
wouldn't happen. That would like how like some music's are belted because you can be like self-managed, self-produced, put it out. Back in the day, lad, if you was the biggest band ever, it was hard to like, it was harder to get into the music industry,
Oh, yeah,
innit?
definitely.
Whereas now, it sounds so much wider. Like you were saying, I don't know what sound we are. Sound
Oh,
so much
yeah.
wider in it, so it's
Yeah.
a good thing because there's more choice.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like with Spotify, like people go, "Oh, you don't buy records," which is like artists struggle with like
I get-
the finance of Spotify. But it's like you got any genre, any song you want, at like just one click,
like, you
and you
know,
can find, and you can
yeah.
people like are getting into different music and different genres like more than before because they've got Spotify.
It's opened
yeah.
it massively for us. They'll like the playlist and stuff with Spotify. Because like if you get into one of them, like I've had people like I don't know, like in Norway and that telling me they've listened to our tunes and like what like mad that
Well,
like
that's
like,
what it's about, though,
if
isn't
we
it?
just put them out in CDs, I don't think we get further than like Liverpool
Yeah,
would we?
yeah.
So
It's
like,
like-
to have that
people in
platform,
like
innit?
America and like that tell like
Every
listen
time a
to
new
the
technology
tunes.
comes about in the music industry, especially like there was like records, then tapes, then CDs, and now streaming. It's always not like a mass, like not like a hysteria, but like it's gonna ruin the music industry. But it just adapts, doesn't it? Like
Yeah,
it just
adapts
goes.
to it,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got
It's
to really.
It's like a catch-22 because like the world gets smaller because of like all this technology, but then like the industry gets more saturated because so many people doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like that same time.
nowadays you can just go on Logic, record like guitar in and just throw it on.
Yeah,
throw it on
everyone's got, like-
Spotify.
Yeah,
That's one of the
yeah.
great things about you were saying
Yeah.
before, like anyone could do it. Anyone could do it in this, but use it different.
Yeah.
You've got your own unique sound, which is great, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why you're getting the success you have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why we're here on this podcast.
It's like kids in Norway listening to you.
That's what we think
all
of a show.
about.
Then some kid on us in Norway and we get on them on
Yeah.
like,
Some kid from Norway messaged us saying, "Hey, are you from Liverpool? There's a good band from Liverpool and told us to get you on, so thank him."
What was his name? Like, Igor or something like.
He messaged us, but like he had like he put it in like Norwegian, and I was like, what to translate?
tell him if he wants to find a minute just to turn left.
What was it that G Pill said where they spoke to someone in London in one of the gigs and then he messaged them. He was from abroad, I think he was from Nadam, was he? And then he was in London, just went to their gigs by chance, seen them, and then messaged them and said, "We're going to come over to put him on the guest list." And he flew over to the gig. And then, I know, yeah, it's mad that, isn't it? But lad, if you find a good band or someone you're into, you're going to...
Yeah.
Do you know what? Funny enough, I'd look at my notes. I remember going to one of our gigs and
One of our gigs, have you
no,
just said?
no.
You in the band?
Got the t-shirt.
Join it!
Just now, yeah. Got the merch on.
If you need groupies, you know what I am.
Any tickets?
And we went to, I think you said to come down the Inhaler gig that you did in part 2.
Yeah.
And our mate's dad come. And he loved it.
Oh
And
my God.
And he was someone in the loft and he was stood on the front on his bill, wasn't he?
Oh my God, that's mad. Yeah, I've completely forgot about that. Yeah, he was so nice. Yeah, he was a legend. He's just
Sick.
like,
He's like, bear in mind, your crowd's like, sort of our age, innit? And me mate's dad's like 50 odd and he was stood on the front of his bill,
Sick.
Yeah.
giving it the beans.
no, I bumped into him like at that gig. It was the pastry one, Hayley. And I spoke to him after I shook hands with him and spoke to him. I was just super nice, and then I think he might headline as well. I bumped into him again. Legend.
That,
Couple
you
of his
know.
wife then.
What's his name? What's his name?
Kevin is.
Kevin. Legend.
Got a guy.
Yeah,
Catch him at all your gigs.
I know. Yeah, like literally, but like that's mad. That yeah, cool.
Good man, thought I'd bring it up anyway.
I love. Do you know what I love? That like when our mates get on. This is something like the way I can relate. When our mates say like, "Oh, my mum watched the podcast. It was Boss or my dad," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's sick."
Yeah,
Your ma's in the living room with YouTube on watching us chat shit. Just like that's how you've
Yeah,
made it,
it's
innit?
sick, innit?
Well,
When,
like the way like a crossover, because what we're talking about with like streams and stuff and like creative, usually like the exact same thing. You know, it's like mad like reaching out to new people. So have you got like that with like it's like have you got people you don't know watching like the podcast and stuff?
Someone
or?
stopped me in town the other day, well, like 2 weeks ago, and was like, he was talking to his mate, and then he just went, "Yo, your podcast is a belter," but walked away, and I just
it.
went, "Whoa!" Like I didn't even have a minute to be
Yeah,
like, "Nice
yeah,
one." So
yeah.
nice one, mate. Whoever you was, message me. But I was gonna go, "Oh, nice one." Just message us because he literally said it and walked away, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, he was probably yeah." But no, he's like, "Yeah, lad," and I just said, "Oh, by the way, your podcast is a belter," and then went, "Yeah," and I was just like,
Scouse down it.
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
was
like a
proper.
Scouse way to do
You
it.
used to get that in EVs, didn't you, all the time, lads?
"Did you?"
Yeah, there's ego. I think ego like that.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
in the
there's-
band.
Yeah, I'm in a band. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play.
The other one
guitar.
looks proper cool on stage. The other
No.
one's proper energetic with the curly hair.
I know.
The other one's crowd surfing.
But have you got that like got over like what 3 months he's been doing it? So
Yeah.
bosses.
No, we
on-
get people messaging us all the time, don't we? And saying it's Boss because it's
Yeah.
like that's why you do it, innit? For other people to enjoy. So
Yeah.
it's
It,
Boss.
it like makes you feel good though, doesn't it? Like if someone's like enjoying it.
We should want to
Yeah.
do more.
Yeah,
You know, you're doing
That's what
something right.
We
Yeah.
do it, we think no one's gonna fucking watch this. When somebody goes, "That was Boss that." Is it like that for you when like you do tune, you're like,
Yeah,
and then like next thing you get a good message, you're like, "Fucking hell, people are listening to this shit." You know?
Oh yeah, defo.
definitely.
It's it all. Do you know what I love when they just come like I don't know, like randomly, like someone will message us about the second episode. Like I love that episode. I'm like, fucking forgot about it. You know? Like nice
Yeah,
one they've got,
yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, that was Boss
You know,
actually.
funny
You know?
enough, we mentioned one of the episodes about that Inhaler gig because I didn't know who Inhaler was before that, and
Yeah.
after it, everyone was getting photos with the lead singer, weren't they? And it's fucking Bono's son, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
the
I
old
was like,
fans.
couldn't he found it like a year later?
Yeah, the old fans.
boss, boss lads, them though.
Yeah,
Or, like,
One that looks the fucking spit at you, by the way.
It is me. I'm in the band.
nah,
They
but
used the
it-
keyboard
yeah.
player with black hair after shows after.
Oh yeah. yeah.
I'm trying to think like, but yeah, like we've bumped into a few times because we played that pastry gig with them, and we were saying we didn't even know like what do we like who
No,
they
we
were and
didn't know.
stuff.
We didn't know them. did we?
And
How
they were
did you
just
get
dead
onto
nice.
that then? Like, did someone just approach you?
It was their manager like asked us to do it because they had the same managers like Blossoms and stuff. His
Oh,
name was
yeah.
Conrad, and he's class act as well,
Yeah.
like Conrad. But he asked us to do the gig because he wanted us to sell tickets for them in Liverpool, and then we do like it was like exchange. Then we do a gig with Fuzzy's son because he does manages Fuzzy's son as well, and they were just like dead nice lads. And then we bumped into him again a few times. Well, We
We
did
did that
with them.
Fuzzy Sun one, didn't we? And Blossoms did like a DJ set after it. We were all like on the stage from Club Academy, all getting bevied. Like
Your
we were
DJ
awesome.
set actually after your headline gig.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's.
Yeah, that-
remember that? That was a laugh, that one.
That's I've had. It's like dark place that Jimmy's. Though, like I've been
Well,
to
you're downstairs
bevies
in
and
that
there.
basement,
No, yeah, those after parties. You're just like,
I think when you have like
Don't
a
wanna
few
go back
nights out where you get too drunk in a certain
Yeah.
place, when you go back there, it's like, oh, I
Not
don't
the
want-
same vibe as it.
Yeah.
Going
no.
around snarling everyone like.
So but like Jimmy's is a boss place right on the corner, like, and it's boss for like the city and stuff for Liverpool. Need more venues.
it's
That's
another
what venues
venue,
shut
innit?
down.
Yeah.
As you said before, like Sam.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like
Zanzibar you mentioned earlier as well.
yeah, I think
it's
it's
gone
turned into an Irish bar.
That's what I heard, but
Is
I'm
it?
not
Yeah.
sure.
There's an Irish bar
Don't-
next
I
door.
know.
O'Shea's is
It
next
was
door, isn't it?
something like the owner of McCooley's was going to buy it, but then they were like, there's going to be live music, but it's probably just going to be like someone playing a guitar,
Somebody
doing
playing Ed
Jerry
Sheeran.
Cinnamon,
Yeah.
Jerry Cinnamon covers and that,
It's
innit?
the type thing, but
Yeah.
like obviously, like it's just a nightmare that because Zanzibar, it's just like even with
That's-
Tony, who's been
yeah.
doing it for years, and like
First gigs, innit, with him, innit?
Yeah,
Like, Tony was the man, wanting to like
Rest
get
There's
Peace
nowhere
Tony,
else
but-
like that
yeah.
really. Like there's small venues like pubs or like.
Well, Sound was the only
Big
one, and
Sound,
that's
yeah.
gone now, hasn't it?
Exactly.
So I think
Yeah.
you have to start like Arts Club Loft, selling like 250 tickets.
well,
It's a bit hard,
that's
isn't it? Like, yeah.
actually like a
Yeah.
bad problem like, when we get back to it, because say if we start Soundbase was like 100 caps, so we sold like 100 tickets, which was dead hard like at the start, wasn't
Yeah.
it? But like say if bands are starting out now, like the smallest one would be maybe the Jack
Jacaranda.
that like that's like
Yeah.
quite small.
Yeah.
And apart from that, it's
Yeah.
not.
There's not really small venues, but I don't know. It might be. It might get a case where like
But you
Might
start
start
there's a
popping
gap
up.
in the market.
hopefully.
There's a gap in the market in the
Yeah,
smaller
yeah,
venues. So,
yeah.
And you've
No,
always
you're
got
right.
good
You're
tickets
right.
so
on
do you want to put
those
our fivers together?
Yeah, get the like
No,
the
while there's no gigs going on, is there though? Like, that's the
but,
thing,
but like
innit?
it's a good, that'll be a problem when you get back because there's no venues stuff and like
Yeah.
it, well even Park Street, well I tried to promote like the petition to get Park Street
to
not
save it, yeah.
Is
I
that
think
is
the
that
council,
I think
they
they
wanna
have
make-
saved it, haven't they? Or is it?
I think they have.
Didn't like Elbow and a few other bands put in to like save it?
I think so.
Something like
Big,
that.
but big
yeah.
bands have recorded there, haven't they?
Oh,
Oh,
Coldplay done the first time. I think
Justin
Justin Bieber. Lad, yeah. No, yes,
Justin Bieber. Was it you seen him?
Yeah.
Was it you who said you seen Justin Bieber?
There was a store. There's like
Someone told me, they said, oh no, it was me mate. Oh, who was that? I'll find the message. Someone mentioned that story on a
Yeah.
podcast, and then my mate messaged me. I'll try to think who it was. And he said, like, it was I can't remember who it was. Said they were with their girlfriend outside Park Street,
Yeah.
and then his girlfriend was like, that's Justin Bieber. He was like, shut up, no, it's not. And then he was like, no, it is. She was like, no, it isn't. And he turned around and was like, oh my god, it is Justin Bieber. What's he doing in Park Street?
Back from
What's
the
he
Merchant
doing?
Pizza, Merchant Pizza in the gym.
Yeah. I heard a ring about that. He tried to get in a nightclub or something. I think it was, you know, like one of those-
Heebies.
Yeah. and he was like, what was he, like 14 at the time or something mad like that? And he had like all like his security fellas and they wouldn't let him in. Don't know how true that one is. Like, oh.
The law's the law. Don't make the rules just to make
Justin Bieber in Heebies, lad, imagine. Imagine walking into that.
Yeah.
Like, mad, that, wouldn't
You
it?
Yanks can't come in
Yeah.
here. Sorry. We're gonna go
Cut that.
So we'll go to the Insta. What a few people have asked you. So you've already asked what's your biggest inspiration. What's your favourite gig you've played, personally? And favourite song you've released, that's another
The
one.
favourite gig.
And favourite song. Your first, lad. I'm trying to think.
What was
All
one
of them. I've loved them all equally.
What was,
Yeah.
what was one of the first one? Like, I remember that Spin 022. Remember when we played that? That was like 2 years ago.
All cheddars where we all proper buzzing
Yeah.
like
That was like the first one where, you know, like we had the proper, like, you know, like just playing the O2.
Yeah.
Because I used to go gigs there when I was younger. And then, like, everyone was just like, we didn't expect anything because it was Spin's show. We were just supporting. And, like, people like onto the tunes and like jumping out to it. And like you can, I'd seen like back on videos, we'd all just like brother made up, aren't we?
Yeah.
Just like can't
Just happy
believe
to be
it.
there, yeah.
Yeah, just like can't believe it. What's my favourite tune of ours?
What's your
Is
favourite tune of yours? Is it any of your baby? Anything you're like, oh, I love that one.
it?
What's your most proud of? Is the one you're most proud
Most
of?
proud
You
of?
think that's
We're still living off the Sunrise.
Sunrise,
Sunrise,
like 2
years.
royalties, aren't we?
Yeah, living off that for like the
Yeah.
past 2 years.
We have. That's it.
That's why I'm most proud because like most people like it and stuff. Do you know?
Yeah, it's always the last one in the set.
But I
anyway,
like
people
the,
add it
the
to
new
it.
stuff we got. Like that's like
Yeah,
my baby at the
yeah.
moment.
Well,
Like
I don't know.
that I'm like
Sempre
calm.
Neo's always one of my
Oh,
favourites
when-
as well.
You know what? I remember you've done it gig for Pirate Studios, yeah?
Yeah.
And we used to watch on
London.
YouTube and Temple and he used to be playing like, we can't fucking wait for these to release it. And he's released it and he'll be like, yes.
Yeah, that was
Have you got a
actually
stick on
bossed
your
that.
guitar with Temple and Neil?
Yeah, I used to proper beat. Well, I still am, but like I was into red wine.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Rioja?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
what it? Do I see what that was like?
That's a story behind the tune.
Yeah, a bit of a day for Brent one again to mention it. But I used to like at all the gigs. I used to get like a bottle like little Tempranillo wine. It's like the cheapest one. I think it's like £3.78 or something like that. And we used to always have it like at the gigs, and that's where we like we was like we wanted like a chorus line or something, and we just wrote it. Tempranillo.
You want like that one?
Yeah.
Temple and Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to always have one there, so it was probably just every time we seen it.
With the lyrics and stuff. Yeah, I can't even remember it being like that, like a while since you've wrote it.
Yeah, that was years ago when we wrote that. Though, like again, 20 like. Get on now, are we? Feel dead old, yeah. Feel dead old.
Imagine you'd be looking back up. Remember fucking Sunrise?
Yeah.
We still be, because I'll be the only good tune. Still for doing that already.
That's it.
I said before, why did you look to say it's my favourite? That's a
That I do like that one as well.
I can't decide a favourite. I was trying to decide one all week. Just
I think for me corduroy sounds the best, because like for me I'm just the sound I like corduroy's the best, but why did you look the same? I'm just like can see pipes getting through the chorus and that, do you know what I mean?
No, that's it. Like people in Liverpool would sound like people like in the UK to love it and stuff. So I'm trying to think what my favourite like gig we've done is.
It's been that long,
it's been
hasn't it?
My favourite was sound. I don't think it sounded the best, but it was the big favourite.
My
Like
sound was awful. Like all speakers were getting knocked out holes and that. The synth kept coming out and stuff.
but it was just boss, do you know what I mean? That's what it's about. Though, like
boss,
the gigs are like it's real, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's not over like
overly produced
movies produced and that, do you know what I mean? It's just like
you didn't look like it was gonna fall down and everything in there, didn't it? Someone's like holding on to like that projector and stuff. Fucking hell, it's gonna fall down.
And the monitors were just like about to fall over and stuff, and I was just like, well, but it was
nah, that was a belt to that sound.
I think the funniest gig we done, I'm trying to think the funniest one, but we were on the tour, we played Sheffield. I have to say that was fun. It was just a shit show from the start. It was West Street Live.
Which I think that's like quite like a grassroots.
It's like the Zanzibar in Sheffield basically, and we turned up. My Arthur pulled up in this car park and out of the big van, and there's no sound check, but we're not bothered. We'll just like there was
line
stuff
checking it.
Yeah, line check was a bit not unorganised. But anyway, we go to play and stuff, and there's about 10-15 people there, and like there's like people if that it's like 10 people, but like. So the guy, like the promoter, like he got up on like the mic before like we wanted to play him and West Street Live, are you ready to rock? And it was just not on that.
Like 5 people in the
Just 5 people just like going like that.
confidence.
Honestly, I was turned around. He didn't tell us that he was. He went, "We got a band all the way from Liverpool." And then he was like, "Tonight's a celebration." And like he went full Kanye West on me. And you went like
proper dappy on
He's an MC, and he just getting the crowd warmed up and that.
Like the 10 people in the crowd, and he was like, "Let's get fucked up." And I started crying before. I was like, "Oh my god!" I think it's a video. I'm not getting it. The video, my dad was just sat there just laughing his head off like on this video, and I got right off the back laughing. And then I think the first tune was Tempranillo, and I was just laughing throughout the first. I was just
like, what's going on there?
But like that was like the funniest thing. It was just like, and then after it was like, oh, we'll have to get home. And then we went to like pack all our stuff up, and someone's parked right behind our van, so we've been locked in like thingied in for like an hour or something. And we trying to find whoever's car it was, because obviously someone who worked in the venue. So we just stuck in Sheffield, and like I think
playing to 5 people.
it was just like one of them. It was like, oh my god! But like
I think that was first night of the tour, that on a Sunday or something like that.
Yeah,
something like stupid like that.
But it was just like the memories so funny. Like
we just thought the tour was just gonna be that, like 5
let's
people.
Let's get fucked up. It was just like tumbleweeds and that. I was just going, oh
was
my
that
god.
London gig on that one for you? So you say that was one of your favourites?
Brixton Windmill. That was belter. That's probably one of my best gigs though. when you think about it.
Is it one of you weren't expecting? Like,
Yeah,
you got
that-
them.
that's what it
Whoa,
was.
shit.
Yeah, there was just all like mad people in the crowd and that, like just getting bevied with them after it and stuff like.
My mate.
Yeah, all the mates.
The ones
yeah.
asking for tickets.
That.
The what else did? Oh yeah,
So
we asked would you rather as well. So we always talk about would you rather's, don't we? And we love a would
Send
you
me out
rather.
these, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah,
So we'll-
right. I'll pick two good ones here off because the thinkers, aren't they? Right. There's some of these you don't even want to.
my mate sent me one and was like, "Is this suitable?" I was like, "No."
Right. Fight a 3-foot bear or 2 Alsatians.
Oh,
Alsatians.
God,
Actually, maybe I might give the bear a go.
fight.
'cause
Like, you know how
Leonardo-
powerful a bear is, though. that big that the bear's taking your head
No,
off.
Leonardo DiCaprio survived
Free-
it, so I
I don't know if I could dig a dog though. Do you know what I mean? I don't know
Yeah,
if I
but
could
you just go,
bam. I
So
can't.
if they go over, he's like, "Hello,
Yeah.
who's a good
Never
boy?"
played
Yeah.
Never played cop back in the day. And you'd be like,
Nah, yeah,
the
oh,
Alsatians.
the hell did you
Hounds.
think?
Got zombies on it.
To be fair, I think I'll go the Alsatian because if it happened, and I
Canines.
don't like to say this, but if it was live or get killed, it's probably easier to kill a dog than a bear, isn't it?
Bears are powerful. Like,
It's only 3 foot though.
still have powerful.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you know.
only about 5 foot. 5
But
foot
be
on
afraid,
me,
no,
so yeah.
Can a 3-foot bear outrun you? Because
You
not
gotta-
two
you gotta-
Alsatians.
you gotta-
No, do you know what you do when you're
Fight it,
being chased by a bear? You go get into water if they don't swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got to fight it like, or have you just
Well, you've got. Oh yeah.
We're scrapping it.
like
At the end, they're like,
Would you rather fight a
Match
3-foot bear or
Yeah.
2 Alsatians?
Yeah, you got to
I
choose
assume,
it.
I assume
Yeah.
that means to the death. You know what I mean? You're not gonna. The Alsatians aren't gonna go.
I'll
Sorry,
scratch
sorry,
it.
shouldn't have said that. Like,
You're
sorry.
not, you're not like
End around
away.
one, like go back the corner and
Yeah.
after.
I reckon.
It's not coming out to draw. That is it.
I reckon.
What's the quickest death? Like, what would you do? Is it
I
die
reckon the
of a
dogs would
bear?
kill you quicker than a bear. Yeah.
The
I reckon you
The
might-
dogs would just go for your throat, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Was it?
But you're coming at this like you're losing that.
yeah.
You're like, how would I
I'm
lose
accepting.
quicker?
I couldn't take like a dog though, me. I couldn't just punch it.
I
just
fancy
run
my
away,
chances.
I think.
To be fair, in hindsight, a 3-foot bear is a tiny bear. Surely that's not running faster than me. A 3-foot.
Apparently you've got to fight it though.
Yeah, there's no running away from a bear.
This
I
is
could just jab it out and move away, couldn't I?
Have you seen the videos of them kangaroos? That's really mad that.
This is a proper conversation like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
After the gaff, everyone's on like come down. I'm just going,
Yeah.
lad, would you take on a bear and a dog?
I'm not gonna say some of these, you know, I should have really like fact checked them
Filtered
before
them
I just
out,
put them on the
yeah.
story. But this one's a good one. A baldy barber or a dentist with no teeth? What would you rather?
Baldy barber.
Yeah. If your dentist got no teeth, he's fucked
No,
up.
yeah, I'm scared. Like
Yeah.
he's just got like that.
Yeah,
Oh no.
you've got to. I don't know.
Does a dentist do his own teeth?
No, that's the thing, innit?
Fujinan.
Fusion. Do you know Bob Mortimer? Have you ever seen Would I Lie to You? No, lad, don't tell him. We'll send you the link. Just watch it.
I'm gonna have to. I've got some homework.
Yeah.
You got some homework.
I've got
What do you
some
want? You
homework.
want?
Yeah.
What
For
I
this
like to-
podcast, lads. Yeah.
Yeah, defo the dentist, the baldy barber.
Baldy barber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear I've had a baldy barber. sometimes.
I've had a baldy
What
barber.
was one that I've been asked? Would you rather have nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples?
Well, wait. Let me just get my head around that.
So your nipple, your
So
fingers
his nipples are like fingers, or you've got nipples on
So
there.
it's either
Nipple hands.
that
Oh.
or
Someone said,
that.
Would you-
Basically that.
I don't know. I'd probably try and like, cause you can cover up more, like your hands on your.
yeah, but imagine it like that. Do you know what one of my mates always says about?
about it, do you? Like,
One of my mates always says about Would You Rather is that like he's
Yeah.
proper, like he'll talk about it, and he's been on this podcast. Will he always says, "Well, none, because I don't have to do any." I'm like, "No, but," and he's
Yeah.
like, "But I don't have to do any of that."
fail shelf, that
Yeah, but the beauty of it is I don't have to pick any. And I'll bet you're fun at parties.
So he's going to go for a pint with you.
You know what he is? He's proper fun, lad, and he'll talk about it. But Would You Rather? He goes,
Would you rather? He just doesn't fuck
yeah.
about with
Do you know what I think? He's
Yeah.
winding me up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll probably choose the.
Would you rather have? I'm not gonna say that. No, I'll ask it after. The
PG.
podcast. Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Put on
PG.
the story, so.
Yeah, but we don't have to put it on record, on film. We're getting cancelled in 2030. Remember you said that, would you rather?
Merseyside police answer us.
Would you rather never listen to music again or only listen to Little Mix for the rest of your life?
I seen it on the story actually. I thought about it, and like Little Mix are not even that bad.
I don't think
I
that
don't
bad.
think they're that bad.
I know, put it.
Jay.
and I went me.
Oh, said it.
It went for me, like,
Did you put it up, yeah?
I've got huge,
Oxlade goes out with
I've got huge respect for
I
Penny.
met Jessie at Little Mix once, you know. When
Right.
I worked in River Island, and she come in, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, there's Jessie at Little Mix, proper starstruck." And I was just like, I hate that when people get starstruck. I have been it, but I hate when everyone's like, "Oh my god," it's like, they're just normal people. Do you know what I mean? Like, "Oh my god, have you seen who it is?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's shopping, woohoo." She's shopping, and then she come to the till, and I was speaking to her. I was like, "You're in Little Mix, aren't you?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, when are you on and that?" And then I was like, "Oh, my little
Last
sister."
night did you come?
No, I was like, I knew they were on, but I was like, "When are you on?" I was like, "My little sister loves you." And she was like, "Oh, do you want me to sign something for you?" And I was like,
That's
"Yeah."
it.
So I had to print out a bit of the receipt blank.
the receipt.
Yeah, till roll empty, and she signed it. But I gave it to me. I said my sister loves them, and she was going to see them as well.
Yeah. It was funny. So I done this actually. I work like Anfield, like in like this store, and I think it was in Liverpool playing Arsenal last year. I was just on me till, like it's like people come to the till and stuff. It was like that Charlie Sloth or whatever.
Yeah.
You know that the
Five,
debate
yeah.
for five.
Yeah.
And I said to him,
Five
what,
in
is
the
he a
book?
DJ or is he a rapper? Is he?
I think
No, he's a DJ. He's like a
DJ.
host, yeah.
I went. He's a DJ, but I said to him, "Oh, you're the rapper, aren't you?"
Oh.
No, lads. And he went, nah, fam, DJ. And I was just like, oh my god.
Proper stinker that is.
Proper schoolboy amateur. That like, I know you are, but I don't know why I know you.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, you're the rapper, aren't you? Like you know, when you were
Trying to make small talk.
Yeah.
Should have been like, you're in that band, aren't you? Like,
And he was like, nah, DJ fam.
he's mad
And
at
So
then
he
me.
never took it well. He never took it well.
He was alright. He was just quite short. and
I can
stuff.
imagine him being a bit like.
I think I said like,
mad
I said,
guy,
what are you doing here? Like, what?
He's a big red, isn't he?
He's a massive red, isn't he? Yeah. So I think I can't remember. I think he was alright, but he was just like stinking on his head. Yeah.
But you just turned around and went, "Oh."
Yeah, I think he left. I just went.
I remember speaking to somebody on the phone.
We move forward. We move
Bit
on.
off topic, and it was like he was from London, and he
Yeah.
was like, "You're right, fan." I was like, "You're a Liverpool fan." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Guess who I support?" I was like,
Arsenal.
"Arsenal, Chelsea."
Chelsea,
Like,
yeah.
can't you tell by my accent? I was like, "Who he went? Man United." I was like,
Uh,
are you from London?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Anyway."
How did you expect me to guess that? It's mad, isn't it?
Is that it?
That's it for the Insta, yeah. The other thing was album of the week. So, I know you're obviously in a band and that, but this guy here, he thinks he's in a band, but he doesn't listen to any hip hop.
okay.
He's
I'm
being
not
labelled anti-hip hop.
I just don't like some hip hop.
Yeah. But you like this hip hop, don't you? So we sent you the album, didn't we? 2014. We did send you the album, didn't we? It's been a busy week,
Yeah,
thank God.
no.
We sent you But yeah, it's been one of my favourite albums, so when it got brought up, I was like, yes.
I did enjoy it. I did some tunes I like more than others. Like Wet Dreams is
Yeah,
a fun.
that's a
Said to him
belt to
before
that.
on the phone, like
The samples that's boss and the
Like,
bottom tune.
rapping's a lot more like you couldn't do a song about like
So he's
What Wet Dreams is about,
he's got a tune about losing his virginity.
Yeah.
You probably could do that tune, but it'd be obscure. He literally tells you the story about
How it
losing his
happened.
virginity.
couldn't do that in
That's
genre,
what
which is
hip hop's
great,
good
you know what
for. You can tell a story, don't you?
I even like punk. I think punk's easier to
Yeah, I
do that
love
now.
Yeah,
Like it's easy to tell a story. Whereas like, I don't know. Like I don't know if I've ever tried to write like that, but if I did, I'm scared I'd be more like preachy. Do you know what I mean? But I think there's a proper talent to doing it well.
You've got to be.
It's poetry, innit? That's all.
Yeah,
Rap
yeah,
is
yeah.
rhythmically
Yeah,
applied
yeah,
poetry.
yeah,
So
like-
Yeah, but imagine us just come out with a tune like that. Like me nan listening to it.
I don't want to hear about it, George.
that's not going on the radio, is
Imagine.
It's boss album. That
It's
though,
a sick
yeah.
album.
It was. I did really enjoy it, and
Did you know that? So it's like his kind of modern classic album. So he did study the greats, like he literally for years that just like studied like rhyming structure, like music, everything.
Oh, I didn't
and like
know that.
this video I watched on it this week, cause I lad every time I revisit it, I read something new about it.
Yeah.
The way he's done so much that's like what's it, like a homage to the greats. So like Wet Dreams, Tale of Two Cities, like they've got a Z on the end, like Tupac tunes had, and like he's got loads of little like Easter eggs if you want
Oh,
of
yeah.
the greats in rap. That like the way he tells stories is to do with someone else. But I'll send you the link. But
Pay respect.
more
you got
Nick,
loads
yeah.
of homework after this.
I know,
band,
yeah.
fellas.
But
Speaking
I
of
could
that,
talk about it all
get me
day.
notes.
Can you even have a podcast together?
It never had no features. Do you know what I mean? Like it was
Platinum
just
no features. That's what the
platinum, yeah.
meme was on it. Like
yeah,
platinum no features.
Do you know his house? That's his house. 2014 Forest
Yeah.
Hills Drive. He bought the house and like he rented out to like families where like the women have been victims of domestic violence, and then he gives them a year free rent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
boss.
Sick, that isn't it?
J. Cole,
He used to
Boss
tune
J.
it during
Cole.
lockdown, didn't he? Like he used to tune.
Yeah, he
I
did.
know,
Oh,
just
it was
as-
having
like
a go
doing
at
that.
some
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
no
Just
name.
released, like-
There's a female rapper called No Name, and he was having a go at her or something because of it. It's on Twitter, some big beef and all. Like, but I thought the tune was boss. Sometimes I just rap and don't really, I don't listen to lyrics. I just like It's like the backing track and stuff. That's how I listen to it.
That
But
album was the first one, like hip hop album I listened to, because my brother was like always into that, and he sent me like that album. He's like, listen to this, as boss, and Chanel Orange, if you can call that hip hop, you know. And then it was A$AP Rocky as well, and I was like,
A$AP Rocky's unbelievable.
I was like, I'm into hip hop, like, and he's like 3 like proper like big albums. Like,
That's what it takes to get you into music, though, or to a style or a genre, is one entry into it.
I always had this thing with hip hop where I was like, oh, I don't like, it's not my thing. But then listen to that album and it was like proper.
I had a similar relationship with hip hop. Well, to you, Nathan, I was
like an AA meeting.
I'm Jen and I've hated hip hop since I was 12.
like sat there just going like that, going like the shakes and all that. Like,
I heard all that with me, that was it. No, my brother used to play me. I mentioned it on the first episode of the podcast. My brother used to play proper shooter rap,
shit
hop,
up,
shit up.
That's what you think.
And I used to hate it because of that, and that's why there's a bit of a stigma.
That's gangster rap though. There's a difference between gangster rap and hip hop.
Yeah, but like it was proper. It was shit anyway.
Nah, but that's what you think, don't you? Like with like. Be like I was just into indie tunes, so I thought it's all hip hop and all like that's just the same. But then you need those albums that like break you into it, and then like I don't mind.
Do you know Tyler the Creator gets up every morning? Did you tell me this?
Listen to 2 hours of songs.
2 hours of new music every day.
I wish I had that time.
I
wish I could do that.
That's his life, though, isn't it? So he's not listening to hip hop all day, is he? Like he's listening to every type of music. Like, oh, I like that.
You can sell in his music though, can't you? He's not like just like
he's just ahead of the game, but like in the sense of like everything though, like he's brought out like an ice cream the other day. He's got an ice cream flavour.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like
he's just ahead of the curve and like totally. Like,
I remember thinking when I was a kid, like, oh, I like this. Oh, what genre are they? You know what I mean? It's like you're just limiting yourself there, aren't you? Like, oh, it's not what I like. Well, you never know what you don't know what you're missing out on.
Yeah. I seen Tyler like last year in Brixton, London.
Yeah,
it's just like crazy. Like because it was the whole Igor theme. Yeah, he had like the wig on and the suit on. It was like the whole aesthetic, and like I think when artists do like, you know, like the Ziggy Stardust type thing where they go like an alter ego.
I think
it's hard to do, but if you like do it,
it can go off that cringy car.
Like if we just turned up to the sound basement and like
started rapping about losing your virginity,
like a pumpkin hat on, like go, my name's fucking like some alter ego or something. Some people be like, why is it?
I know,
sometimes it works.
Do you reckon they've gone through that though? Like people have thought, like, what's he doing? Like in these like dead small venues, like with all this
like a mental breakdown.
What album are you picking? Have you had to argue about the album? Not argue, sorry. Argue. We're picking this. Debate.
We've had major beef, haven't we?
What is it? Cranabin.
Unbelievable.
Like their 3 albums, like. Anytime, morning, night, studying, anything.
Like you can chill out to them. You can get shit. Like I can go on a run to them, or I can read to them. Do you know what I mean? Like focus. Like they're so good. That.
The whole story behind
it. Which album?
It's the second one, Conto del Mundo.
Because the chilled one compared to the
latest one.
The latest one, I can't remember what it's called. They're all like quite Spanish names, aren't they? All of them.
Yeah.
It begins at M. Yeah. But they all like Krangbin means like airplane and Thai, and because their music is like influence from like around the world, like they have to take influence from like Indian culture and Thai music. That's where they get the name from. They're all from Texas, and they have a sort of like an image thing. Like they have like the wig, like the singer and like
aren't them two together, and then the drummers, the main
and there's just some black dude at the back.
That drummer is unbelievable.
He's just like on the dot, just on.
He's like a metronome, isn't he? He literally is like he must be a fucking pleasure to play with live, isn't he? Just knowing it's just like it's just constant simple beats, but it's hard to do it.
They're on my list to see them.
Those tunes he did with Leon Bridges as well.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I've seen him live, mate. He's
Leon
sick.
Bridges.
He's sick.
Where was that, lads?
In Leeds, in the O2 in Leeds.
You know he played Cool that year we went.
I had to on my cool fezzy, like, you know.
Some fella proposed to, I can't think what, I think it was Beyond. He proposed to his now fiance at the gig as well.
Yeah.
In Leeds.
In Leeds,
boss.
Yeah, but
It's
his
the kind
voice
of
is
music
amazing,
to do it
Yeah,
to,
it is.
innit, though?
We've seen it.
Soul
We've seen
singing.
him everywhere. Have you seen him before? It's like only found out who it was 2 weeks ago. Now, but they're the best ones. Them you find out
when
who
you
they are.
just-
You go, you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
What vibe
I've
you
done the
missing out
same
on?
thing with like bands like with can't even think now.
Or
But
when
like,
you don't know a band and you go and see them, like they're fucking
It's great,
sick.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a Carlos
Like your
one,
mates say,
when
come
they were
to-
supporting you, weren't they? Were the Carlos supporting you?
No,
Cheap
no.
Thrills were.
yeah,
They were on the
yeah,
week before, Cheap Thrills was and they were like after them. I was like, fuck, I've never heard them, and they're fucking
Yeah,
heavy. Do you know what I
the
mean?
boss.
boss like
The Sway, I'm not the
indie
Sway.
And the
tunes
Sway
and
as well,
stuff.
but the Sway was supporting you, weren't they? Yeah.
The Sway was, and
yeah.
I like the guitarist Sway Keen's like one of my best mates. I work with him and stuff, so I've known him for years. Stuff.
Boss star.
Yeah, like there's like the Sway, the Caros, like that whole like indie
Yeah.
things. Boss, like,
It's
it's
like
like
local, isn't it? Especially like.
that's-
Yeah, that's
Great
coming
tunes.
through that, innit? Like that, like
yeah.
just like in
get
like
this
bands in like Kagul jackets, like sick,
Yes,
innit?
yes,
Just
thanks.
like with the 110s on, it's sick, like innit?
Yeah, it's like
Just
the
yeah.
Oasis thing, but I think it's like
It's
a
like a
different
Scouse
thing.
and
It's like a
Oasis,
Scouse
isn't
thing.
Nah, get on it. This is what I'm just about to get up for you. The Caros. So the gig slot's description of the Caros is scuzzed up, fuzzed up, scouse rock and roll. That is what it is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mate plays bass in them. Like
Does he?
I
Yeah.
went to school with him, like best mates. Yeah.
I love all that, mate. It's boss.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah.
But so what album is it? What's it called?
Can't
Just
Krangbin Control del Mundo.
sound.
I was my
Can't wait to listen to
accent.
that again.
I was my accent. Was
Yeah.
that alright? Was it? Yeah.
Fucking superb.
Is it Spanish? Is it?
I don't know.
I
If it
think-
is,
I-
then-
I think
Seems
they look a bit
Spanish, yeah.
Spanish, don't they? You know, they do look a little bit Spanish.
yeah.
A bit like Latino, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole
That
Tex-Mex.
kind of
Yeah.
vibe,
Tex-Mex.
Um,
Is that Subway?
innit?
No, but fellas, it's been...
It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, was that
All we
it? Are
need
we
is-
done?
The only
That's flown by
the
that.
flies,
What they
doesn't
need
it?
to do...
Tell a
dad
dad
jokes.
joke.
So get
It's on
them
the
up.
shelf behind you
Do
there.
you want to do it? Do you want?
Who likes it? Do you like that joke?
Who's better at
I
jokes? Out
reckon
of the two
I'll-
of yous?
I'll be funny. Me, aren't I? I don't know though. You're arguably a dad.
Yeah, Jay starts to tell you something and thinks you don't know. It's going into a punchline. You're like, oh.
That just flicks around.
Like, yeah, remember that, lads?
Oh yeah, that was
That was boss, that, you know. Do you know what? I'm going to start getting my shoes off every week, mate.
Yeah.
It's like being an ass.
What? I can't even make sense. That one, my head's going.
I don't get that one, me.
Too complex, these for me.
This is terrible. This one, right? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mary and Abby.
Mary and Abby who?
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's terrible, that. That's one of the worst I've seen.
It depends. Well, maybe mate was saying this last night. So I went for a scram with one of my mates, and we were like, "How funny is it that? How mad is it that something is that unfunny that it becomes funny? Do you know what I mean? Like Brent, lad. Do you know what I mean? Like he's that unfunny. It's funny to be like
just
him.
like cringy, innit?
Yeah.
Like you cringe.
I've been
but
looking
it's
for a
funny.
second source of income, so I'm thinking about making pizzas. Just eat more dough.
See you later.
Right there, you blended that in so well. Like you,
I like
dad joke connoisseur,
so
lads.
well.
He is a dad joke connoisseur and he hasn't even got any kids.
Stand up, lad. Start, Minerva stand up.
Yeah, you are the boss.
Like hot water comedy with that. What's his name? Paul Smith. He's gone. Go. Yeah. What's your name, lad? I just seen it, but he goes.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's funny.
She's cheating on him. He just calls people out, doesn't he?
So what we learned today?
Oh,
So
no, we're
what
going
we-
to say players out. What he's doing for the performance.
Oh yeah, so
yeah.
what we've learned from today is monks are fucking sick. Get on them.
Yes.
My favourite, as I said,
And you've got a sixth member.
sixth member, yeah. Sixth. Yeah, and groupie if you need one.
What ain't but you're going to play us out,
You're
aren't
gonna
you?
play us out.
You
So we're gonna.
are, yes.
Just
Yeah.
solo.
It's, what tune is it, by the way? It's a new
It's
one.
a new
yours,
one,
isn't it?
yeah.
What's it called, by the way?
Unreleased Walkman. It's like an unreleased one.
Oh yeah.
Okay, are we recording now?
No, so you're going to
I'll
play us
sound
out.
there.
Take it away.
You take a moment to see. I find the reason. I grew up watching TV. Still can't find meaning. To my surprise, you didn't say I couldn't lie for some time. To my surprise, you didn't say that you needed. Is there a fountain of youth? Can you drink from it? Every day feels like an eternity. Everybody's moving on. To my surprise, you didn't say I couldn't lie for some time. To my surprise, you didn't say that you needed. Walk man through your life. 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 To my surprise, you didn't say I couldn't find peace of mind. To my surprise, they walked away. Can you believe it? To my surprise, you didn't say I couldn't lie for some time. To my surprise, you didn't say that you need.